You know, a lot of guys out there think that saying the right thing is the key to winning her attention. So they throw out compliments like candy. You're so beautiful. You're different. I like your vibe. And then they wonder why she doesn't call back, why she pulls away, why she disappears. But here's the truth most men miss. It's not what you say. It's who you are when you say it. Women aren't just listening to your words. They're tuning in to your energy, your tone, your presence. It's instinctive. She can sense whether you're grounded or just pretending to be. And the sad reality, most men show up trying too hard. You can feel it, the nervous laughter, the overcompensating compliments, the subtle desperation, not confidence, not presence, just noise. And that's why this matters. This video isn't about pickup lines. It's not a collection of slick tricks to manipulate someone into liking you. No, it's deeper than that. It's about learning to speak from a place of stillness, of clarity, of knowing who the hell you are, even when the world around you is noisy and uncertain. Because here's the secret. What moves a woman isn't performance. It's presence. She doesn't crave another charming talker. She's met plenty. What she longs for is something real, something steady. A man who doesn't flinch when she looks him in the eye. A man who can speak simply, clearly, and mean every word, because it comes from a solid place within. So if you're ready to stop chasing and start embodying, stay with me. Because what I'm about to share doesn't just shift how she sees you. It changes how you see yourself. There's a shift that happens in you, and in her the moment you stop chasing and start choosing. And I'm not talking about arrogance or playing hard to get. I'm talking about the quiet, grounded confidence behind one simple phrase. I don't need you, but I choose you. Most men out there are searching for love, the same way a beggar searches for food, reaching, grasping, hoping someone will feed the emptiness inside. They try to buy love with compliments, with validation, with attention. But here's the problem. Anything built on need collapses when it isn't returned. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine showing up whole. You're not asking her to complete you. You're not waiting to be chosen so you can feel enough. You already are. That's the power of this phrase, because when you say it from a place of self-sufficiency, it lands differently. It doesn't cling. It resonates. Think about it. When a woman hears, I don't need you, but I choose you, what she feels isn't pressure, it's freedom. She's not being pulled into a performance. She's being invited into presence. You could be anywhere, with anyone, but you're here, with her. Not because you're missing something, but because in this moment, you want to be. And that kind of conscious choice is magnetic. We live in a world where most people are trying to possess others, to keep them, to hold them, to fix them. But what if love wasn't about control, but clarity? What if the most powerful thing you could offer wasn't your need, but your stillness? When you stop proving and start choosing, she feels it. And trust me, no woman forgets the man who made her feel desired, but never owned. There's something sacred about asking the right question at the right time. Not to impress, not to dig for drama, but to open a door most people keep locked behind years of performance and protection. So, when you look at her and say, tell me something you've never told anyone, you're not flirting. You're inviting her to be real. Think about that for a second. How many people in your life truly know you, not just the facts, the job title, the curated version, but your truth, the fears you hide behind your smile, the story behind the scar, the weight behind your silence? Most people don't get asked, and most have stopped hoping they ever will. This question, if you mean it, gives her permission to exhale, to drop the act, to step out from behind the mask and into something real. Because deep down, we all want to be seen, not admired, seen. But here's the thing, you can't ask this and then look away. Your eyes need to hold steady. Your energy has to say, whatever you bring, I can hold it. No judgment, no fixing, just presence. When she answers, even if it's something small, you're no longer on the surface. You're inside. Not her body, her world. And in a culture obsessed with speed and surface, that kind of connection, it's rare, it's intimate, it's unforgettable. So the next time you're tempted to talk about yourself, to prove how interesting you are, pause. Look her in the eyes and say it, softly, clearly, without expectation. Tell me something you've never told anyone. Then just listen, because in that silence, trust is born. Here's a hard truth. Too many women have been treated like broken projects, problems to be solved, puzzles to be figured out. They've heard it all. You're too emotional, too much, too complicated. And over time, they begin to brace themselves for the moment someone tries to fix them, or worse, walks away when they can't. That's why these words hit differently. I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to stand with you. Let that sink in, because real strength, Stoic strength, isn't cold, detached, or emotionless. It's presence. It's the quiet, grounded kind of strength that stays steady in the middle of someone else's storm. Not to rescue, not to analyze, but simply to be there. And make no mistake, when a woman has walked through heartbreak, betrayal, abandonment, she doesn't need a hero. She needs a witness. Someone who can look her pain in the face and not flinch. Someone who says, I see you, not the version you try to be, not the mask, not the armor. I see you, and I'm still here. Because here's the paradox. The moment she feels like she doesn't have to be perfect to be loved, that's when her guard starts to drop. Not because she's weak, but because she finally feels safe enough to stop surviving. And in that space, in that rare, sacred stillness, something begins to grow. Not just connection, but trust, desire, even devotion. So say it like you mean it. I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to stand with you. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can offer is your steady, unshaken presence. Let's be honest, most women are exhausted. Exhausted from trying to be the cool girl, the fun one, the sexy one, the one who doesn't ask for too much, doesn't feel too deeply, doesn't take up too much space. And it's not because they want to pretend, it's because they think they have to. Because so many men fall for the image, not the real person behind it. But what happens when you look her in the eyes and say, you don't have to impress me, just be real? Everything shifts. You give her something she rarely gets. Permission to exhale, to take off the mask, to stop performing. That one sentence tells her you're not just interested in the highlight reel. You want the unedited version, the messy, complex, honest self she's been told to hide. And here's the key. When she dares to show up that way with her guard down, with her emotions raw, you can't flinch. You have to hold steady. Not because you're trying to prove something, but because you're strong enough to sit with truth, not just comfort. That's rare. And rare is unforgettable. Because safety, my friend, is sexy. Not the safety of predictability, but the safety of being known without being judged. It's the kind of safety that makes her feel like she can finally stop editing who she is, just to be loved. So next time you notice her overcompensating, laughing too loud, performing just a little, pause it, slow down, look at her, really look at her and say, you don't have to impress me, just be real. Because when someone finally feels safe enough to be real, that's when something real can actually begin. Some women have heard it their whole lives. You're too intense. You're too independent. You're intimidating. And after a while, they start to believe that their fire, their strength is something that needs to be dimmed just to make someone else feel comfortable. But then you say it calmly, without flinching. You don't scare me. And in that moment, something cracks open. Not because you're trying to challenge her, not because you're playing a game, but because you've just told her, without needing many words, I see your power, and I respect it. Most men don't know what to do when they meet a woman who owns her voice, and speaks her truth, and takes up space unapologetically. They shrink, they compete, they try to tame it or run from it. But not you. You stand in it. You don't need to overpower her. You don't need to fix her fire. You just stand inside it without fear. And that, my friend, is what real masculinity looks like. Not bravado, not control, but calm, steady presence in the middle of a storm. The kind of strength that doesn't need to announce itself. When she hears those 4 words, "You don't scare me," something deep inside her exhales. She realizes she doesn't have to test you. She doesn't have to tone herself down. Because finally, she's standing in front of someone who's strong enough to see her fully and stay. That's unforgettable, because every strong woman is secretly waiting for one man not to tame her, not to save her, but simply to witness her fire and not blink. So say it, mean it, "You don't scare me," and then show her with your presence that you really mean it. Let's be clear about something. Real masculinity has nothing to do with manipulation. It's not about tactics, tricks, or trying to win anyone over. It's about presence, deep, steady, grounded presence. It's about showing up as a man who knows who he is and doesn't need noise to prove it. We live in a world that rewards performance. It teaches men to chase validation, to be louder, flashier, more impressive. But underneath all that noise is a quiet truth. The strongest men don't chase. They stand still, still enough to feel, still enough to listen, still enough to speak with intention instead of insecurity. So if you're tired of the games, if you're done with trying to be someone you're not, maybe it's time to return to something ancient, something timeless. Stoicism, not the cold, emotionless version people sometimes mistake it for, but the real thing. A man who is calm in chaos, who chooses clarity over control, who leads with stillness, but loves with fire. The kind of man who doesn't need to be perfect, just present. This path isn't loud. It's not glamorous. You won't find it in viral trends or flashy advice. But it's real, it's deep, and it changes everything from how you speak, to how you love, to how you lead. So if something in you is stirred, if a part of you is ready to stop performing and start becoming, then this is your invitation. Welcome to the quiet revolution. Welcome to a different kind of strength. Welcome to Stoicism. If this message spoke to something deep within you, if you're ready to stop chasing and start standing, if you're done with surface-level noise and crave something real, then stay close. Subscribe to this channel not for more noise, but for more clarity. Join a space where men grow in silence, speak with depth, and live with intention. Because this isn't just another channel, it's a quiet revolution. And if you're ready to walk that path, welcome.